Another Uncle Howdy versus Cody Rhodes teaser might have just been revealed, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out the latest for Liv Morgan and more. Starting things off with the latest massive developments for Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio's storyline. For over a month now, something's been happening and forming between Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio, but we, the audience, don't really have all the information about the matter quite yet. All WWE has fed us so far is just tiny teaspoons of information throughout the last few weeks. Very brief and short background moments, such as Dominik and Liv exiting the same backstage room, Liv holding Dominik's bandana, and Liv exiting the Judgment Day's truck. Those are some of the things that we've been seeing lately, but we haven't really seen anything deeper than that so far. But the King and Queen of the Ring event changed that around and gave us a big advancement to Liv Morgan and Dominik's story. Now, heading into Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch, it was an intriguing matchup between them, and it really could have gone either way. Becky Lynch just won the title, so it would have made sense to see Becky retain the title against Liv. But on the flip side, Liv did have a whole lot to gain from winning the title. It sets up a future encounter with Rhea, and Becky's contract is down to its final days, so it would make sense for Becky to lose it fast. But what basically eliminated all the suspense heading into the match was a Liv Morgan interview that took place before the match. Dominik interrupted Liv's interview to tell her that he flew all the way to Saudi Arabia to make sure she didn't get close to Rhea Ripley's title. And a lot of fans called it, but that moment right there of having Dominik show up in the interview and say those lines was pretty much a spoiler that Liv was winning the title. Dominik popping up in that pre-match interview gave away the fact that he would be interfering with the match. And given the nature of Liv and Dominik's mysterious relationship, it was clear that somehow, someway, he was going to end up helping Liv secure the title. So if you were one of the fans that pay close attention to every single detail like that, then the outcome of the match was absolutely spoiled for you the second that Dominik showed up in the interview. But as expected, Dominik comes out to ringside when Becky looks like she's ready to take out Liv Morgan. Now, Dominik said he would be out there to knock Liv off her game and make sure she loses, but instead, Dominik accidentally distracts Becky Lynch, the individual who he's supposed to be helping here. Dominik slips a chair in the ring for Becky to use, but Liv Morgan ends up using the chair to her own advantage and defeats Becky Lynch to become the new WWE Women's World Champion. So technically, Dominik Mysterio is the reason why Liv Morgan is the new champion right now. But since it happened in an accidental sort of way, it's hard to see what Dominik's true intentions were. Dominik could end up being genuine, and maybe it was all truly one big accident. Or maybe this was all part of Liv's big scheme after all, can't rule that out either. It's a proven fact that Dominik and Liv Morgan have been privately meeting with each other backstage over the last few weeks. And since there was no cameras in those rooms, there's no telling on what happened between them or what was said in those meetings between the two of them. This could have been how Liv and Dominik planned it the whole entire time. It's a possibility. Liv was able to pick up on Dominik's brain and manipulate him for weeks on end, until she finally got him to agree to this plan to help her win the title. As far as why they're continuing to keep this relationship with each other a secret, that's still unknown. They're clearly working together, but continue to keep their status with each other very secretive. Considering that Liv and Dominik have already been lightly busted with several of those background moments we've seen over the last few weeks, it's possible that a bigger bust is probably on the way, similar to how the backstage footage of Carlito's LWO betrayal was retrieved and later on revealed. What if some superstar back there has footage of Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio embracing after Liv's title win backstage? That'll blow up the whole storyline wide open for sure. Liv Morgan took to her Instagram page to post a picture of herself with her newly won Women's World title, and she tagged Rhea Ripley in the post, basically mocking Rhea. And once again, Dominik Mysterio left a public like on Liv's Instagram post. A lot of fans have been saying that it's just a like. What's the big deal? Well, in terms of this specific storyline, Dominik's like on Liv's post is a very big deal because his character has no business liking that post, especially if he claims to be loyal to Rhea Ripley. So why does Dominik Mysterio continue to like several of Liv's posts, but claims to hate her on WWE television? Is her finger slipping and he's accidentally liking those posts too? Or what's exactly going on here? It does look like this story has a strong chance to conclude with Liv Morgan living up her word that she was going to take everything from Rhea Ripley. Liv already has won the title, which was probably the biggest challenge. Now she just has to take away Dominik Mysterio and the Judgment Day away from Rhea. So we should expect to see Liv focusing on doing those things on top of being the reigning WWE Women's World Champion. It looks like more hints are continuing to come out in terms of who will be one of Uncle Howdy's first few targets. We previously discussed how one of Uncle Howdy's most recent teasers included a mention of a prodigal son. We spoke about how this could either be referring to Erick Rowan or Cody Rhodes. Well, there was another one of those 1 second long hints that took place during King and Queen of the Ring. At this event, Michael Cole made mention of Cody Rhodes' name, but right as he made mention of Cody, the commentary audio cut out and glitched. And it didn't appear to be a network issue, it appeared to be an intentional part of the show. And considering that Uncle Howdy has been behind the series of recent glitches on WWE programming, it seems possible that Howdy didn't like Michael Cole mentioning Cody, so Howdy basically censored Cody's name from the broadcast by causing that glitch. Michael Cole even acknowledged the recent Uncle Howdy QR codes that have been popping up, but Corey Graves cuts him off before he could continue to talk about it. So it looks like Howdy's recent clues are not only catching fire amongst the fans, but now WWE characters within the programming are starting to become aware of recent mysterious codes. And it does make sense for Cole to acknowledge them and be concerned, because he's seen this unfold before with Bray Wyatt's 2022 return. It seems like Michael Cole is trying to bring up to his peers and tell them that it's something that they should be worried about, but no one's listening to him quite yet. So it's a very interesting situation with the Cody name censor and the prodigal son references, and the fact that Michael Cole is now aware of what's happening. No one knows when this group will arrive, but June 17th appears to be a new date for either the group's actual arrival or the next big teaser. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.